If you are over 60 and you keep spending money on creams, serums, and anti-aging promises, yet your skin still looks thinner, drier, more wrinkled, and somehow more tired every month, I want to tell you something that may surprise you. In many older adults, the real problem is not starting on the outside at all. It is starting deeper down, where the skin's internal support system is no longer being rebuilt the way it once was. And one of the simplest ways to support that rebuilding process may begin with something you do every single day without even thinking about it: the water you drink. I'm Dr. Thomas Reynolds, and if you stay with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly what that one thing is, why it matters so much more after 60, how it may help support collagen, skin texture, and healthy aging, and just as importantly, the mistakes that can make this habit far less useful then. People think, and please stay with me to the end, because the final point is the one most people miss. It is often the difference between trying something for a week and giving up, or using it the right way long enough to actually notice a difference. The simple addition I'm talking about is unflavored, hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Oh no, not another beauty trend," hear me out. I'm not talking about a miracle powder. I'm not talking about a cure. And I'm certainly not talking about reversing aging overnight. I'm talking about a practical, evidence-aware habit that may help support the body systems that become more vulnerable with age, especially the skin, connective tissue, hydration balance, and the quiet daily repair work your body still tries to do long after 60. And if you are watching from home, I'd love to know your age and where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing how many people in this community are taking their health seriously and choosing not to give up on themselves just because the calendar moved forward. Let's begin with number 7, because this is where the whole story starts. After 60, your skin is not just getting older, it is rebuilding itself more slowly. That may sound obvious, but most people do not fully understand what that means. Younger skin is constantly repairing tiny bits of wear and tear. It produces collagen more easily, it holds moisture better, it bounces back faster. But with age, that process slows down. The cells responsible for making collagen, called fibroblasts, become less active. Think of them like a repair crew that used to work quickly and now shows up later, moves slower, and has fewer supplies. This matters because collagen is not just a beauty word. Collagen is one of the main structural proteins in your body. In plain English, it is part of the scaffolding that helps keep skin firm, smooth, and resilient. Without enough support, the skin can begin to sag more easily, wrinkle more deeply, and lose that healthy, rested appearance. And it is not only about looks. Thinner skin may bruise more easily, it may tear more easily, it may heal more slowly. That matters when you are trying to stay active, independent, and confident in your own body. For many older adults, skin changes are one of the first visible reminders that aging is happening. But visible does not mean helpless. Common does not mean untouchable. That is why this daily habit matters. Not because it erases age, but because it may help support the body's fading repair system instead of ignoring it. Now here is number 6, and this is where many people get confused. Not all collagen products are the same, and the form matters. When I say collagen peptides, I mean hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Hydrolyzed simply means the collagen has been broken down into smaller chains of amino acids, the building blocks of protein, so it dissolves more easily and is easier for the body to absorb and use. If regular collagen is like a long rope, hydrolyzed collagen is that rope cut into shorter pieces, much easier to work with. For older adults, this is important. Digestion changes with age. Stomach acid levels may shift. Appetite may be lower. Protein intake is often not as strong as it should be. So a form that mixes easily into water and becomes part of a consistent routine is far more practical than something chalky, sugary, or difficult to tolerate. The best choice is usually a plain, unflavored product with minimal added ingredients. No candy-like flavoring, no large amounts of sugar, no flashy beauty blends with a long label full of things you don't need. Just simple hydrolyzed collagen peptides from a reputable source, In many older adults, a daily amount in the range of about 10 to 15 grams is commonly used. Some people start lower, especially if they want to see how their stomach handles it. That is perfectly reasonable. The goal is not to overwhelm your body. The goal is consistency. And here is something else I want you to remember. More is not always better. A giant scoop does not create giant results. Your body is not a sink where you pour in more and get more out. It is a living system. It responds to regular, steady support that brings us to number 5. And this is the part hidden right in the title. Why? Water matters more than most people realize. People often ask me, Doctor, why add it to water? Why not just take a capsule and move on? The answer is simple. Water is not just a container. It is the body's delivery system. Your skin needs hydration to look and function its best. When skin is underhydrated, it often looks more lined, more creased, more dull, and less elastic. Imagine the difference between a grape and a raisin. That is an imperfect analogy, of course, but it makes the point. Hydrated tissue tends to look fuller and function better. Dehydrated tissue tends to look more fragile. After 60, many adults are walking around mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. The thirst signal is not always as strong. Some people intentionally drink less because they worry about getting up at night to use the bathroom. Others cut back because of bladder concerns. Some take medications that affect fluid balance. So, when you add collagen peptides to a daily glass of water, you are not just adding building material, you are linking it to one of the most overlooked needs in aging: hydration. That does not mean a single glass of collagen water will transform your face. It means that when part of your day includes both hydration and supportive protein building blocks, you are creating a more favorable environment for skin and connective tissue maintenance. A practical tip here is to mix it into a full glass of water in the morning or at another consistent time you will actually remember. Some older adults do well with it first thing in the morning. Others prefer it mid-morning or with lunch. The best time is the time you will repeat. And please do not make the mistake of adding it to water while the rest of the day is full of sweet drinks, too little fluid, or very low protein intake. That is like delivering fresh lumber to a construction site that has no workers, no tools, and no schedule. Now number 4 may surprise you because it explains why some people take collagen and feel disappointed. Collagen does not work in isolation. Your body still needs the right support team. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings I see. People think collagen is a magic skin switch. It is not. Your body still has to process those peptides, still has to manage inflammation, still has to maintain circulation, and still has to carry out the day-by-day repair work that makes tissue healthier over time. Vitamin C, for example, plays an important role in collagen formation. Protein overall matters. Sleep matters. Blood sugar control matters. Sun exposure matters. Smoking matters. Chronic stress matters. If your body is constantly dealing with poor sleep, high sugar, inflammation, or inadequate nutrition, then collagen support is trying to do its job in a very unfriendly environment. Think of it this way. Collagen peptides are like sending bricks to a work site. But if the workers are exhausted, the wiring is faulty, the water lines are leaking, and the supervisor never shows up, those bricks will not create the strong structure you hoped for. So if you want the best chance of seeing benefit, pair this habit with a few basics. Get enough protein from your meals. Include foods rich in vitamin C, such as berries, citrus, kiwi, or bell peppers. Protect your skin from excessive sun. Try to keep blood sugar reasonably stable, and get the deepest sleep you can, because a great deal of tissue repair happens during rest. This is also where I want to reassure you. You do not have to become perfect. You do not need a 10-step anti-aging routine. You need a few sensible habits done consistently. That is where older adults often win, not by extremes, by steadiness. And before I go further, if this kind of clear, practical health guidance helps you feel calmer and more in control, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. There is so much noise in health information now, especially online, and my goal is to help you sort through it with common sense, medical perspective, and respect for what aging really feels like. Now let's move to number 3, because this is where the topic gets bigger than wrinkles. Collagen is about more than the face you see in the mirror. Yes, the title is about skin, and yes, many people first notice changes around the eyes, mouth, jawline, and neck. But collagen is woven through much more than appearance. It is part of the connective tissue network that helps support joints, tendons, cartilage, and even the integrity of blood vessels and other structures throughout the body. That does not mean collagen water is a cure for joint disease or that it will rebuild worn cartilage overnight. But some research has explored collagen peptides for skin elasticity and hydration, and some studies have also looked at joint comfort and connective tissue support. That broader picture matters for seniors, because healthy aging is never just about one body part. It is about keeping the whole machine working smoothly enough to preserve your independence. If your knees feel stiffer, if your shoulders recover more slowly, if your skin feels more fragile, if your energy seems lower after simple tasks, sometimes what you are experiencing is not one isolated problem. It is the accumulated effect of aging tissues that no longer repair as efficiently as they once did. That is why I do not dismiss this habit as vanity. Looking more rested can be emotionally meaningful, yes, but supporting connective tissue, hydration, and daily protein intake may also connect to comfort, movement, and confidence. And those things matter deeply when you want to keep gardening, driving, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or simply getting through the day without feeling like your body is betraying you. A good practical approach is to think of your collagen water as one brick in a much larger wall. Pair it with walking. Pair it with gentle strength training if your doctor has cleared you. Pair it with enough dietary protein across the day. Small actions, repeated consistently, often do more than dramatic efforts that disappear after 2 weeks. Now number 2 is extremely important, because this is where I want to protect you from disappointment and avoidable mistakes. The biggest benefits usually come from doing the simple things correctly, not dramatically. Mistake number 1 is inconsistency. Many people try collagen for 5 days, stare into the mirror, and decide it does not work. That is not how aging physiology changes. Skin turnover takes time. Tissue repair takes time. Most meaningful support habits in older adults work on the scale of weeks and months, not mornings. Mistake number 2 is expecting collagen to replace real nutrition. It cannot if the rest of your diet is weak, if you are not getting enough total protein, if hydration is poor, if sleep is broken night after night. Collagen will not carry the whole burden alone. Mistake number 3 is choosing products loaded with sugar, artificial extras, or exaggerated claims. If the label sounds like a carnival, put it down. You want simple, clean, reputable, preferably third-party tested if possible. Mistake number 4 is ignoring medical context. If you have chronic kidney disease, are on a protein restriction, have a complex medical condition, or take medications that affect your fluid balance, please speak with your physician, kidney specialist, or dietitian before making this a daily habit. In many people, collagen peptides are well tolerated, but older adults are not all the same. Your safety matters more than any trend. Mistake number 5 is assuming that natural means risk-free. Some products come from bovine, marine, or chicken sources. If you have allergies or dietary restrictions, read labels carefully. And here is a mistake almost nobody talks about: forgetting the emotional part. Some older adults try one small healthy habit, then abandon it because they do not see perfection. Please do not do that to yourself. Health after 60 is not about perfection. It is about direction. If a habit is safe, sensible, and potentially supportive, it may be worth doing even if the result is gradual rather than dramatic. And now we come to number 1. This is the most powerful part, because it has less to do with the powder itself and more to do with what this daily ritual represents. When you add collagen peptides to your water after 60, you are making a statement to your body. I am still in the repair business, that matters more than people realize. Aging has a way of convincing people to become passive, to think, well, this is just what happens now. And yes, some changes do happen. Skin becomes thinner. Muscles shrink faster if unused. Recovery slows. Circulation may not be as strong. Hormones shift. Repair systems get quieter. All of that is real, but passive is dangerous. Because when people stop supporting the body, decline often accelerates. They move less, hydrate less, nourish themselves less, and expect less from life. Then the mirror shows more fatigue, the legs feel weaker, the skin looks duller, and the spirit starts to follow. A daily glass of water with collagen peptides is not just a supplement. Routine, it can become a small act of self-respect. A moment each day when you say, I still care for this body, I still support this skin, I still value this face, these hands, these joints, this life. And the beautiful thing is that simple rituals often lead to other healthy choices. A glass of collagen water leads to more water across the day. More water leads to better energy. Better energy makes walking feel easier. Walking improves circulation. Better circulation helps deliver nutrients. Better sleep supports repair. One action starts talking to the next. If you decide to try this, here is a calm, practical way to begin. Choose an unflavored, hydrolyzed collagen peptide product from a reputable company. Start with one serving, often around 10 grams, mixed into a full glass of water once daily. Take it at a time you can stick to. Pair it with a balanced diet and reasonable hydration. Throughout the day, give it time. Think in terms of 8 to 12 weeks, not 3 days. Notice small signs first. Perhaps your skin feels a bit less dry. Perhaps your nails seem stronger. Perhaps your joints feel a little less cranky. Perhaps your face simply looks a touch more rested. Subtle improvement still counts. And remember, no powder can replace the major pillars of healthy aging. Protect your sleep, eat enough protein, move your body, guard your blood sugar, be careful with too much sun, do not smoke, work with your physician if you have kidney disease, serious health concerns, or unexplained symptoms. These are the foundations. Collagen, water is support, not magic, but support matters, sometimes very deeply. Because for many older adults, what hurts most is not a wrinkle. It is what the wrinkle seems to symbolize: time passing, strength fading, control slipping, a body becoming unfamiliar. I understand that. I truly do. I have seen how these changes affect confidence, social connection, and even the willingness to leave the house and engage with life. That is why I want to end here, with something I hope you will carry with you. You do not have to chase youth to care for yourself well. You do not have to look 30 to look alive, healthy, dignified, and well cared for. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to support the body you have now so it can serve you as well as possible for as long as possible. If adding collagen peptides to your water helps you stay hydrated, support your protein intake, and care for your skin and connective tissue, that simple habit may be worth more than it seems. Not because it's a miracle, but because your body responds to what you do consistently. Your choices matter, your routines matter, your consistency matters, and you still matter. If this message helped you, share your age, where you're watching from, or your experience with collagen peptides in the comments. For more clear, compassionate guidance on healthy aging, skin, energy, mobility, memory, circulation, and independence. Subscribe and join me in the next video. I'm Dr. Thomas Reynolds, and I look forward to talking with you again very soon.